What's going on YouTube? A brand new iOS version is out, it's the iOS 17.6.1, and I'm going to talk about iOS DelayOTA. This allows you to go to an iOS version that is not signed anymore, and depending on the circumstance, this might be useful. So for those of you who are stuck on an iOS version that you don't like, for example one that cannot be jailbroken or one that is very bad for jailbreak purposes, you probably know that downgrades are no longer a thing anymore. You used to be able to do so with a combination of TSS checker for saving the blobs and then using Future Restore, a tool like this one over here that allowed you to install an unsigned iOS version. However, that is no longer the case. Well, the DelayOTA is very confusing for a lot of people. What can you do with this method? What versions can you downgrade to or upgrade to if they're no longer signed? Well, I do have this full article over here that has been updated today, and this article explains exactly what you should do with this method, how you can apply it depending on what iOS version you're running, and of course what iOS versions you can go to. And as you can see, this table is maintained in here, and for everything that is expired you can no longer use the OTA profile. Let me explain a little bit how the DelayOTA works. So once Apple unsigns an iOS version, and you can tell which versions have been unsigned if you go to iOS signing status over here on our tool, you select your device from the list, and as you can see, only iOS 17.6 is currently signed. iOS 17.6.1 has also been released, but everything else has been unsigned, so you cannot restore to these. Well, with DelayOTA you can still restore to some of the iOS versions 3 months after they've been unsigned, which means that, as you can see over here, even though iOS 17.4.1 is indeed no longer signed for all devices, you can still upgrade to it up until the 11th of August. So in a couple of days this will be unsigned forever. However, if you use the OTA profile, even though it's unsigned for most people, you will be able to go to it and update with no problem. Same with iOS 17.5.1. You can still go ahead and upgrade up until the 27th of October. However, there is a catch with DelayOTA, and that's the important part. You can only go up, you cannot go down. Well, it is very useful if you're running an older version. Say if you're running, for example, iOS 13 or 12 or 14 and your app support is very bad and you cannot use most applications anymore, and you would like to update to a newer version and wait for a jailbreak there. Well, updating to 17.6, which is currently signed and is what you would get in the OTA, is very bad idea. Same is iOS 17.6.1, but with DelayOTA you can jump from whatever you have, iOS 14, 13, 12, up to iOS 17.4.1, which is actually quite great. As Michael puts it in here, you should definitely stay on that because it's much better than iOS 17.6 or 17.6.1, which backports some bad components from iOS 18 that make jailbreaking harder. So yeah, that's how DelayOTA works, and the table has been updated. You can see here the latest dates, so definitely check it out in the link below. Thank you for watching. I am GeoSnow. Peace out.